Hi everyone, thanks so much for stopping by. So I wanted to do this beginner makeup 101 kind of video because I have met a lot of people recently who have been saying that they really want to get into learning how to do makeup. They are brand new to it, they've never done it before, and they literally don't know where to start. And I completely understand where they're coming from. I have watched probably an embarrassing amount of makeup tutorials in my time on YouTube. And while there's like an unlimited amount of makeup tutorials that I've seen, I literally haven't seen even one video that talks about makeup for beginners. All of the tutorials that I've seen have just a full face of makeup, and that can be really intimidating for somebody who A, has never done it before, and B, just doesn't have all of those products yet. Getting a complete set of makeup, I mean, that's gonna take time. So I wanted to start with like a makeup beginner 101 kind of series. This is actually gonna be the first of at least a few different videos. I've got a few in mind that I want to do that is literally just for beginners. It's just the bare basics and doesn't include an entire face of makeup, and it's not going to take 30 minutes to do your makeup either. So this is the look that I came up with for today. I only used 5 products, and I'm going to link, put everything down in the description box for what I used today along with the colors that I used and where you can find them. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Feel free to share it with any of your friends that you feel like are kind of in the same boat where they are new to makeup and they don't know where to start, because I really think that this is something that's very basic that everybody can do very easily with, and it doesn't take a lot of skill. So thank you so much for watching. Please share, subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to start off with is bringing a little bit of color to our cheeks, and my favorite product to do that with is our Beachfront Bronzer. So this is really easy to apply. It takes very little skill, and the reason that I love our bronzers is just because they give you a really nice radiant glow to your face. So I'm going in with our powder puff brush. So any big like fluffy brush that you have would be perfect for this. Our bronzers have 2 sides. This side right here is a matte and this side is a shimmer. Honestly, all I do is I just swirl the 2 of them together, tap off the excess, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to start right like at the top of the ear, and I'm going to pat some of that, and I'm going to go down towards like my mouth. All you're going to do is just kind of pat some of that color there, and then I'm going to go in circles just to kind of buff it out a little bit. And you'll see how you get kind of like a nice glow right there. And then I'll do that on the other side as well. Starting at the top of the ear, going down towards the mouth. I don't go very far, like my cheekbone area is probably as far down as I'll actually bring it. And then I'll just buff it out this way. So I like this just for, like I said, bringing a little bit of color to the cheeks, and it has a nice glow as well. Okay, so all right, next after that we're gonna go in with our brows. The brows are really important because they frame your face. So I think it's really important to frame your brows. If you have never gotten your brows professionally shaped before, and by shaped I mean like if you've never had them waxed or threaded or anything like that, I highly recommend going and getting that done first, just because if you have no experience in doing your brows, having them professionally done, it really gives you a base. And then after that, it's just really easy to tweeze them on your own now that you know like what shape you're working with. So I recommend the brow pencil from Unique. I really love our brow pencils for 2 reasons. Number 1, they come with a very like fine tip at the end. They are very like, they're very easy to apply. They're not hard like some pencils that I've used before, but at the same time they're very sturdy and they're not going to break very easily. So I like these because you can get really good precision with them, but it also comes with a spoolie at the end, which is really great for blending out your brows. I'm not going to go too much in depth on how I fill them in because brows deserve a tutorial all on their own, but I will show you how I do my brows. Okay, so let me give you just a couple of tips real quick on filling in your brows. There's 3 things that you want to keep in mind, or 3 points rather. So the first thing that we're going to talk about is the inner corner of the brow, and then the high point, and then the outer corner. So the first thing that you want to keep in mind is that this is where your brow should begin on the inner corner. Just place your pencil next to your nose and next to the inner corner of your eye, and that's like the beginning of your brow. The next thing you do is you take the pencil to the corner of your nose, right through like the center of your pupil, and that should be like where your high point is, like your arch. And then again, start at the corner of the nose and go to the outer corner of the eye. And this point right here is where your brow should end. So you don't want to go too far down. So those are the 3 points that you want to keep in mind when you're filling in your brows. And like I mentioned, if you get your brows professionally waxed or shaped, threaded, whatever it is, first, it's a little bit easier to go in and work that way. And real quick, I just want to mention the color that I'm using. This is shade medium. We have 3 colors in our brow pencils, light, medium, and dark. The light is really good for people who have blonde or very light colored hair. This is the medium, and then the dark is a much darker, like chocolate brown than this one. So, oh, and then real quick for the Beachfront Bronzer that I was using, this is the lightest shade in our bronzers, and this one is shade Sunset. Okay, so now that we have some color on our cheeks and we have a frame for our face, we're going to go in with a little bit of eyeshadow. Now the colors that I'm going to use today are going to be pretty neutral colors. I don't want to get too much into doing tutorials on how to do lots of eyeshadow or anything like that. So I'm going in with a very neutral shade. This is Younique's Splurge Cream Shadow in shade Elegant. I love this color because it works on almost every skin tone. It's a very shimmery, like beige neutral color. So I'm going in with our cream eyeshadow brush. This is a really great brush to use for our cream shadows, just because it's very densely packed and it works really well with the consistency of this eyeshadow. I think that these are really great eyeshadows for beginners to work with, just because they are very easy to maneuver, I guess. I feel like with powder shadows or mineral pigments and all of the assortment of brushes that you can use with regular eyeshadows, it can be a little intimidating for somebody who is absolutely brand new to makeup. So I would highly recommend going in with a Splurge cream shadow first, and we've got like a dozen colors in that, so you have a lot to choose from. So I'm going to go in with this color right here. The way that I'm applying it with this brush is in very like light strokes, and I'm going in with a very light layer. You don't want to pack on a whole bunch all at once. And you know, if you want a slightly darker shade, you can layer it. It's just, it's easier to do so if you go in light layers instead of like a whole big chunk all at once. So I'm just going to go ahead and take this and spread it over most of the lid and go slightly over the crease, just like this. And I love, look at that shimmer. I love it. And I like this because it brings a little bit more of a lighter color. You'll notice like my natural eyelid is a little bit red. You can see some veins in it and stuff like that. So without going really crazy on the colors, this really just kind of neutralizes that whole area. So that's one thing that I really like about these colors. Okay, so we have just a couple of more things to go over. So now we have some color on our cheeks, we have a frame for our face, and we've gone in with a neutral color for our eyeshadow. The next thing that is an essential must-have in almost everybody's book is mascara. So I am going in with Younique's 3D Fiberlash Mascara. It comes in a box just like this. And if you take it out from the cover, we've got a picture of one of Younique's presenters on there. And if you lift the lid, it'll give you some directions on how to apply it. It's very simple. It's just 3 steps. It comes with 2 tubes. This comes together in a set. You don't buy them individually. And it gives you the directions right here. I am going to do a full tutorial on applying the eyelash or applying the mascara eventually, but I mean, it's a very simple process. This right here is our transplanting gel, and this applies very similarly to any regular drugstore mascara, except for the main ingredient in this is beeswax, which makes it much more adhesive. And the reason that it needs to be as adhesive is because next we're going to go in with our fibers. These are natural fibers, and these are going to go on the tips of the lashes, and this is what creates all the dramatic length. So you can do as many coats of this as you want, and what I'm going to start off with first is by curling my lashes. I have very stubby little lashes. I don't have much to start off with, and they stick straight out. So I'm going to go in by curling them first, and then I'm going to go in with the transplanting gel. And this is going to apply, like I said, just like regular mascara. And you just want to make sure that you start at the base. And what I do is I kind of go in a zigzag motion as I bring it up to the tips of the lashes. And that just makes sure that it coats the lashes a lot better. Talking while putting on your mascara is not easy, but I did it. Okay, so this is our transplanting gel. And then next what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with our fibers. Okay, so this, you just want to make sure, this is what the wand looks like. There's fibers on there. You just want to make sure that you don't get this close to the base of your lashes, because then the fibers can get in your eye. This is ophthalmologist approved, so in the event that that does happen, it's perfectly safe. It's not gonna like hurt your eye or anything like that, and it comes out just as easily as any eyelash or anything like that. So this is gonna go, you're gonna start kind of like in the middle of your lashes and just flick them up to the tips. And all you're doing with this is just creating some length. And you can see a difference already. So then after that, the third step is that we're going to go in with our transplanting gel. Now, the reason that we're going in with the transplanting gel a second time is just because now that we have the fibers on our lashes, you want to seal them in so that they are not falling off onto your face and onto your cheek and everything throughout the day. So no matter how many coats of this you put on, you always want to make sure that you end with the transplanting gel. That's one of the most important parts about this. So if you wanted to go in with 2 or 3 coats, you just go back and forth between transplanting gel, fibers, transplanting gel, fibers, and then just always end with the transplanting gel. I've done up to 5 coats before. I've seen some girl do it like 8 times before just to see how much she could build them up. So you can do literally as much as you want. So just always make sure that you're ending off with the gel. Okay, so now that I have it on just the side, you can see a difference between these lashes and these lashes right here. This is the absolute best mascara you can get for lengthening your lashes, so I'm a huge fan. Okay, so now that we have most of our face done, the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to add some color to our lips. We do have there's a lot of options as far as lip products go. Personally, my favorite is lip gloss. I just love having a shine to my lips. And with a look like this, I would recommend going in with some kind of a neutral color. These are my 3 favorite glosses from Unique. This one right here is shade Loveable, and it's just a really cute, like baby pink color. And this right here is our nude shade. This is called shade Luxe. And then the last one is this one right here. This one is shade Lucky. This is a really pretty, like, natural brown color. It doesn't look exactly the same as it does in the tube as when you put it on. But these are the colors that I would like recommend starting with as far as glosses go. They're really cute, and they even have a mirror on the side. So if you just throw this in your purse, it's easy to apply anytime throughout the day. I think for this look today, though, I'm going to go in with kind of a pink color, and I'm going to go in with one of our lip stains. Our lip stains are amazing because they literally can last you all day long. As different than a gloss. A gloss, when you put it on, it's very shiny. And when you put on a lip stain, it's more of a matte, which means that there's no shine to it. It's just a flat color. And I like these lip stains because you can put it on in the morning, you can drink your coffee, you can have lunch, you can drink all your water that you need to throughout the day, and it's not gonna budge. These literally last me all day long. The only thing that will take this off is our shine wipes, our makeup remover wipes. So it has really good lasting power. So that's just what I'm going to go in with for today. Okay, so a couple of tips that I have for applying the lip stains. Number 1 is making sure that your lips are exfoliated. You can do either a sugar scrub on them, or you can just take your toothbrush and you can kind of exfoliate your lips with a toothbrush and some warm water. Either way, whatever works for you, and that just makes sure that your lips are completely like completely like primed, so that way you don't have any dead skin or anything like that on your lips that would get in between your lips and the lip stain. So when you're applying the lip stain, just make sure that you do it in light coats. You can do, again, you can layer it if you want a darker shade. This shade that I'm wearing today is called Shy. So it's a really like nice natural kind of pink color. We've got 7 colors that you can choose from. So I will go ahead and link those down below so that you can see the different colors that we have. But this is what I like for this right here. So, this is our beginner 101 natural makeup look. It's very simple and it only requires, I think we use like 5 products today. This is just what I recommend as like the bare minimum for somebody, who's just barely getting started. I know that I've just met a lot of people lately who love the idea of getting into makeup and they really want to, but they just don't have any experience in it. They don't really know where to start. So these are the products that I would recommend starting with. I will link all of this, or I will put all of this information down below in the description box so that you can see a list of everything that I used today along with the colors. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you like this look. This is going to be, like I said, it's going to be a part of a series. So I'm going to do at least 2 or 3 of these videos for beginners. So stay tuned. Thanks so much. Bye.